Hello students, in the previous videos we have seen the topic genetics, then we have studied about the Mendel and the life history of the Mendel. Okay, now today we will see some basic terms in case of genetics, so that whenever we will use these terms in the further points, then it will become easy for you to understand. And I think so children that all these terms we have already studied in class 10th also. So just we will have a look on these points. Clear? Now come to some basic terms. So what to write? Some basic terms in genetics. The first term that was used by Mendel was a factor. Okay, I have told you that Mendel has done all his experiments in 1884 till the 1884, and after his death, after 14 years of his death, then the scientist came and then they told that whatever Mendel has done, everything was right. So Mendel has used the word factor because till then the gene was not discovered. Okay, so factor was used by the Mendel in place of gene. Clear? And he said that these factors are responsible for transmission of characters from one generation to the other generation. Then we come to the second basic term. And now the second basic term is a gene. What is this gene? Gene is a unit of heredity. Okay? Unit of heredity. What we can say that we have already read in class 10 that this gene is a small segment present on a chromosome. It is a small part of a DNA present on a chromosome that is responsible for transmission of characters from one generation to the other. So, if we talk about the heredity, then ultimately gene word will come in our mind. So, what we can say that this gene is a unit of heredity. Okay, and this gene, term gene was given by, or it was discovered by the scientist W. Johansen in the year 1909. Okay, so this is the second important term used by our scientist to define genetics. Okay, now what we can take the third term. If I am talking about a gene, then definitely you all must have heard about the alleles also. Clear? Now see what is this allele. You already knew this, that genes are always written in pairs. Okay, always, every time. Suppose if we write, now these terms are not new for you. Suppose if I used to write capital T, it will describe the height of the plant. Okay, and we have never written only T. Whenever we have written in the previous classes, every time we have written this along with T and T. Or we have written T and T. Or we have written this T and this T. So what are these? These are the genes, and genes are always written in pair. And the form of the gene is called as the allele. Okay, so what we can write down? It is a form of a gene. Whether it may be of the same character, but the contrasting part, then that is called as the allele. Okay, see, if capital T and capital T is there, now it is called as the homozygous. Understood? And the single piece of a gene is called as the allele. This is one allele. This is second allele. And a pair of allele will form the homozygous gene because it is a homozygous allele. Same alleles. Okay. So whenever we are talking about the gene, we know that genes are always written in pair. So we will write down it as a gene. And if we talk about the single piece, then we can call it as an allele. Okay. Now allele can be homozygous as well as the heterozygous. How the alleles can be heterozygous? Suppose if I am writing about this it is a heterozygous gene. Now, the contrasting characters, alleles of the heterozygous gene. So, what we can say that? We can say that this T is the allele of the heterozygous gene. This T is again the allele of the heterozygous gene. Okay. So, 4 terms are here: gene, allele, homozygous and heterozygous. Okay. So, what is these things? Unit of heredity, gene, given by Johansen in 1909. After that, these are always written in the pairs, and the single of that is called as an alleles. It is a form of a gene. We can say that it is a form of a gene. Okay. And when we are talking about the same alleles, it is called as the homozygous gene. And if we are talking about the different alleles, then it is called as the heterozygous gene. So these 4 terms are clear. Now see, your next term will be, I am erasing 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 points we have completed. Now, the 6th point will be phenotype and then genotype. Okay. Now see, phenotype. In class 10th, again you have seen all these things. Phenotype means the physical appearance. Okay. Physical appearance of a gene, of a character. It's best to say physical appearance of a character. If a plant is tall, then the height is the physical appearance. Okay. If the flowers of the plant is purple, then that color of the flower will be the physical appearance. If a person is having a brown eyes, or if somebody is having a curly hairs, then how they look, that will be their physical appearance. Okay. And the next term will be the genotype. And the meaning of genotype is the genetic makeup. Now see, if I used to say that physical appearance, then if I talk about the height of the plant, then all the plants can be of 2 height. Either they will be tall or they will be short. Okay. If they are tall, this is the physical appearance. They are short, this is again the physical appearance. We are not concerning about their gene. Okay, whether the genes are of homozygous or heterozygous. But just by seeing their external feature, we can describe them. And this is called as the phenotype. Okay, then we talk about the genotype. What we do in this case? We see the genetic makeup of an organism. Genetic makeup of an organism is called as the genotype. Okay. Now see, what is the genetic makeup? Suppose if the plant is tall, then it can have the 2 type of genetic makeup. What are the 2 type? It may have the homozygous. Okay. Then it can have the heterozygous tall. Now see, the genetic makeup is different, but physical makeup is same, that here again the plant is tall and here again the plant is tall. So this is the difference between the phenotype as well as the genotype. Clear? Now this phenotype ratios are always 1:2:1 in case of monohybrid, and phenotype ratio will be 3:1 in case of monohybrid ratios. Okay, this is all about phenotype and genotype. Now see, what is the next term in your book? Homozygous, heterozygous, phenotype, genotype. Okay, F1 generation, F2 generation and F3 generation. Now see the meaning of first filial generation. We generally use the term filial generation. Okay, now the meaning of filial is offspring. Okay. From the parent, how are their children? They will give you the F1 generation. And from those children, what will be the condition or what will be the feature of their children? That is called as the F2 generation. That is, in case of human beings, we can see that grandfather, grandmother, like our grandparents, then our parents, they will be of the F1 generation, and then we, okay, we will be the F2 generation, and our children, they will be the of F3 generation. Okay, so from the grandparents, they are the parent generation. See what I am telling you? That is grandparents, they are in the parent generation. Okay, their children, they will be of F1 generation. Again, their children, F2 generation, and once again their children, like grandparents, then these are our parent, and this is we people and our children. Okay, so this is called as the F1 generation, F2 generation, F3 generation, F4 and so on. Clear? Now see, what is the next term? Next term will be hybrid. And this is also you have already read in the previous class. That is, the meaning of hybrid is intermixing. Whenever the Mendel has performed his activity, his experiments, he has done everything by intermixing the two varieties. And this intermixing is called as the hybrid. And the process of intermixing is called as the hybridization. Okay. So this is one term. After that, monohybrid, dihybrid. Okay. Now see, what is the meaning of monohybrid? I have already taught you these things. That is, the meaning of monohybrid is single breed. Understood? Now what is the single breed? Single breed of what? Single breed of characters. If we intermix the single character, then that is called as monohybrid. Now what are the single characters? Suppose if we take the height of the plant, then the plant can be tall or the plant can be short. If we intermix these two, then we will get the hybrid, and this hybrid is called as the monohybrid because we have intermixed the one character. Now see the meaning of dihybrid. Two characters. Di means two. So what is the meaning? Mixing of two characters. What we can write down? It is the mixing of two characters. Now what are the two characters? Suppose if I take the height of the plant, this will be the one character. And suppose if I take the color of the flower. Okay. Now height of the plant can only be two, tall and short. And we all know that color of the flower will always be the purple and white. So intermixing of the two characters, it will give us the hybrid ratio. Okay, intermixing, that is a cross between the two characters, will give us the hybrid. Understood? So these, is there any more difficult term that we have to see? No, no. No, it is okay. Homozygous, heterozygous individual, they are given by the Beckson and Saunders. Children, see, I am telling you one more important point now, that if you read the book or if you go through the book, then whenever you get the scientist and its discoveries, then you please underline that and you have to learn these things, because in the exams basically they used to ask this question either of the 2 mark or they may give you the name of the scientist and they can ask you that what is their discovery, or they may give you the discoveries and then they can ask you that name the scientist who has discovered these things. So Whenever you see that during reading of the lesson, if you are getting some scientist name, then you please tick mark and note it down in a sheet of, like, note it down in your notebook and you learn them. It is very much important. Clear? So, till here we have completed. Now we will see the few terms before we begin the cross. And these terms are test cross, back cross, reciprocal cross. So after teaching you these crosses, we will directly move to the monohybrid and dihybrid. Okay.